Hey guys, how are you? Today we are going to do another 15-minute arm blast workout. So today I'm going to use a combination of weights and body weight. So the body weight is typically our push exercises, a lot of chest and triceps, some shoulder, and then the weights we're going to be doing the pull exercises, which are going to add some biceps and some anterior shoulders and back as well. So I'm using a heavier set of weight and a moderate set of weights. I've got 8s and 5s. Now you use whatever is appropriate for you. 8s are a little heavy, but we're not doing super high repetition. We're going a little bit more for strength here. So if you have a set of 8s or 5s, or even 5s and 3s, go grab them and let's get started. I'm going to grab my heavier weights, and I'm keeping a wide stance with soft knees. We're going to have palms out, and we're going to start with a basic bicep curl, straight up to the shoulder and down. So we want to keep our elbows tight. Keep your core contracted and strong so your belly's pulled back. Let's do 8 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you picked a heavy enough set of weights, hopefully you're starting to feel it a little bit in your biceps. Good. Now we're going to break it up into 2 counts. 1, 2, and down. 2. Halfway, halfway. Good. Keep it going. Half, full, half, and down. Now we're going to go to the halfway point, palms up, and we're going to pulse. Keep those elbows tight. And this is a small movement, just a few inches up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's switch the weights to your shoulder. Again, we have the heavy weights. We're going to do shoulder presses. So we're pushing, tap the weights above the head. Mine's going to be off camera, but you get the idea. Again, our knees are soft, not rigid. Core is engaged. Don't rush the press. Tap and lower. Tap, lower. Good. Last 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do that 2 count just like we did with the bicep. Halfway, tap, halfway, down. Halfway, tap, halfway, down. Good. Tap, down. Half, tap. Half, tap. We've got 4 more here. 1, 2. I know this is starting to get heavy. That's okay. 3. It's got to get heavy to work. And 4. Now, we're going halfway up. Our arms are parallel to the floor and press little pulses. Woo! It's burning now. Come on. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop those weights. We're going to shake out the arms a little bit. We're going to head to the floor. You know, some push-ups are coming. All right, so this is one of my favorite kinds of push-ups to do. with my class. I call them basically crouch push-ups. So we're gonna start on a hands and knee position. Our knees are about hip width apart. Hands are about shoulder width apart. We're gonna curl our toes under, and we're gonna come up, and we're gonna go back into a crouch, and then we're gonna forward into a push-up, like so. Now, a modification of this is you come up, you go into your crouch, and when you come down to push-up, you just add a knee for a little bit of support. I'm not gonna lie, these are hard, especially after doing a heavy set of biceps and shoulders. But let's do the best you can. We're gonna shoot for 8. If you can get to 4, take a break and then come back in and join us. Do whatever you have to do, just work hard at it. So let's get into our position. Curl those toes under, come back, and we're gonna crouch and push up. Crouch. 2. My fingers are facing forward. We're at 6, guys. Come on. 2 more. You can do this. There's 7. And 8. Good. Back to your knees. Let's shake the arms a little bit. Good, we're gonna stay on the mat. We're gonna stick with push-ups, different kind. So we're in our same start position, and we're gonna bring our knees a little bit closer together so we can cross our ankles. I want you to widen the space between your knees and your hands. So when we go down, your body is in pretty much a plank, but you're on your knees. And we're gonna do a set of 8 push-ups, and then we're gonna break it up into 2 counts, just like we did with the arm sets, standing. Okay, so let's have our fingers facing forward. Our elbows are going to bend right beside our rib cage. They're not going out to the side, okay? Ready? Let's do this. You can do 8. Let's go. 1, push. 2, keep that belly pulled in. 1/2 count. 1/2, full, 1/2, back up. Good. Keep that belly in. Keep your body in a plank. Last one. Now this is your challenge. We're going halfway down and we're gonna hold. Just hover here. Good, come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. We're gonna come back up. Shake your arms a little bit. I forgot to put my timer on. All right, we're about halfway there. So hang in. So let's grab our lighter set. Lighter set of weights. These exercises, we're gonna do a little bit of anterior delt and medial delt. Then we're gonna do some pushing, and then we're gonna be squeezing with your elbows towards the back. All right, so let's start with palms down, and we're gonna lift to shoulder height and down. Switch. Slight bend in your elbow. Notice how when we keep things moving along, get your heart rate up. This becomes a nice sweat. So the arms are featured, but we're still getting some cardio benefit here too. So I'm using 5 pounds. 8s would be a little heavy for this. At least for me. Maybe not for you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, belly's in, 3, 2, 1. Good, now let's take the right arm, we're gonna lift and pulse here. Make sure you have a slight bend in that elbow to protect your shoulder. 2, other arm, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to the right. 1, shoulder height, guys. Slight bend in the elbow, 3, 2, left arm, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right arm, last set, come on, 2, 3, 4, nice and strong. Switch left. Good, drop that. We're gonna switch our hand position so our palms are up, and we're gonna be pushing out away from your body, almost like you're running at someone with your arms open wide for a hug. Press and in, press and in, press in. Good. Different angle, different part of the muscle. Keep your palms up. Bend at the hips and waist, or bend at the hips and knee rather. 2 and 1. Good. Now I'm going to show you from the side. This next exercise, we're still going to be pushing, but then we're pulling back with our elbows. So we want to be touching our elbows in the back. So our palms are down. It's a press and then a squeeze to the back. Ready? Go. So press, squeeze, press, squeeze. Aren't you glad we switched to light weights? Press, squeeze, 4 more. 1, squeeze, 2, 3, and 4. Squeeze. Good. Let's drop those. Everything's starting to burn, isn't it? So now we are going to go into a reverse crab position. It's a tough one. So we have our feet about hip width apart, and what we need to do is bring our hips up. Now, our hands, whatever's comfortable for your elbow, but the fingers are not facing behind you. Okay, the fingers are facing forward towards your feet or very slightly out to the side, whichever is more comfortable for you and your elbows and shoulders. Okay, so once we get up here, we have to keep the hips high, and then we're bending at the elbows and pushing back up. Reverse tricep push-up. Bear with me. We've only got about 4 or 5 minutes left. You're doing great. So get those hips up. Ready? Go. So press with the elbows. Lift. Down. Press. Down. Eight more. Come on. 1, 2, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, squeeze. 6, press. 7, and 8, press. Good. Drop your hips down. Shake out those shoulders. All right, we are going back into a plank position. So we are going to do up and down planks. Now there's 2 ways you can do these. They're hard to do with straight arm, but they're challenging. And if you can, I encourage you to do the straight arm up and down, which is gonna look like this. We're in a plank, we're going down, down, and up, and up. Now you're gonna get, if you do it that way, you're gonna get a lot of core as well. Your alternative, which is still hard, is you're gonna have some knees down, and you're gonna go down, down, and up from here. You're just distributing the weight a little bit better. It's not quite a long of a lever arm than when you're here, so there's not as much strain on the arm and shoulders. Okay, so let's get a breath. We're gonna try to do 8 of these, okay? So if you have to stop and come back in, you do that. Just work your hardest. Okay, let's get out into a nice, perfect, straight plank. Booties down, bellies in. Ready? Let's go. Down. 1, 2, 3. Try not to let your hips swing too much. Come on, guys, we're at 6. Keep going. 7. 8. Drop your knees, stretch your back. Okay, let me see where we are at. Yep, we're at 16 minutes. That's a 15-minute arm workout if you factor in some of my instructions. So let's cross your arms, do a little hug for your back, swing them behind you, clasp your fingers, stretch those shoulders. Good, cross one arm over, pat your back behind you, get that elbow up and add some gentle pressure. And let's do the other arm. Gently press back. Good, now for the biceps. Have your arm out to the side, pull your fingers back towards the wall behind you, and extend that arm back. And let's look the other way. And the other side. Arm extended out, fingers pulled back. Extend the arm behind you, look the other way. All right, 15 minutes, once a day for toned arms. You don't have to look and feel your age. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be adding new arm videos all the time. We're gonna be adding some leg workouts, and I have tons of stretch videos too. Have a great day, you guys.